Hello, mate. Hey, do you like fishing? Well, guess what? You're in luck, because this is We Fish London, and fishing is what we do. So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's go! So here we are. I've just got down here and I'm absolutely dripping. It's around 30 degrees today. I'm talking quietly because it feels like one of those spots. I've come right round to the back of the dam, into sort of a reedy kind of area. I've got two lads with me today. They're over on the dam. And I thought, well, with three of us, surely we can't all fail, can we? Let's find out. After 4 days of graft, and that is my prize.
You got him.
Let's get him on the big camera. Right, well, after 4 days of hard graft, finally, typically when I didn't have the camera on, we've got one. Now, admittedly, it's not the biggest fish in the lake. However, persistence has paid off, and there is a beautiful largemouth bass. Now, he hasn't got a very large mouth, this one, but he is a largemouth bass. Yes, we got one. Right, let's get him back. It's really hot and I don't want to damage this fish. So I'll just take a second to show you exactly what I'm looking at using. Now, I was using a very small white sort of hard, it was a hard bait, but it was sort of a wobbly hard bait. It was very hard to explain. It's something that I think I got from an advent calendar, but that's what I caught that little baby bass on. Unfortunately, that's now in those reeds, so that's a no-go from now on, and I'm never going to see it again because it wasn't something that I bought. It wasn't something that I've seen before. It was just a small plastic sort of white fish imitation. It was more because it was so small, I think, that I caught that fish, managed to actually pull one out with it. So anyway, moving on, because that one's gone. I've got a diving crankbait. Okay, that's a perch imitation, a natural perch imitation. I might give that the first go. I might put that on first, okay? So I've got, they're both the same. These are just lipless crankbaits. Now what these are designed to do is to dive, hit things like rocks, and because where the line attaches in the middle at the top there, it pulls it along almost vertically so that it doesn't get snagged and things. It will just bounce off rocks and stuff like that. It's a nice little action in the water, and I've got that in sort of a bright perch colour and a deeper red colour. Now that deeper red colour might be a little bit more successful because it's more of a bass kind of colour, and bass do eat baby bass. Now, the piece de resistance, did I say that right? Don't know. Now, I popped into the tackle shop during the week because I got excited, and I got myself this. Now, this is an actual baby bass imitation. Well, I'll take it out of the packet. The perfect imitation of a baby bass, that is. Now, it's got a lip on the front, so when you are reeling it in, it will dive. And then what will happen is when you stop reeling, it will just sit still in the water. Now, looking at this, I think I might have to try this one first. It's a little bit big, I think. Well, I'll have a few casts with this one because it is my new one and it looks really cool. Let's go. Right. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip this in front of me because I just want to see what the action's like on it. See how to fish it, you know. Now is fishing very nice. Let's give it a proper cast now. Okay, now I've actually just put on the tiniest soft plastic I own. Now that is looking good. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but let's give that a go. It's probably going to get snagged because it's not fished, it's not rigged weedless, it's just rigged on a normal jig head. We'll see. Got one, got one. Woo! Yeah! Ha ha ha! Yes! Right, little switch over to a very, very tiny soft plastic, and it seems to have done the trick. Now again, it's not the biggest bass in the world. I mean, it's a very small bass, but it's a bass. Ha 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 ha! We got there in the end. I think I've just cracked it with this little soft plastic. Let's see. Yes, another one. Loads of fun. Fish number 3, and I'd like to say they're getting bigger, but I think they're getting smaller. Loads of fun, mate. I'm at this end of the lake, or the dam, and I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera in the background. Over there is Matty, and Jimmy has gone for a walk up behind the reeds there in that bay to see if there's any access to that bay. So this is the one that's been doing the business. Of all the lures and all the different things that I've tried, the money I've spent, this is literally a soft plastic I got in an advent calendar, in my advent calendar for Christmas. It just happens to be the smallest one I've got. Well, I've got a number of them, probably 3 or 4, but I went for the brightest colour for obvious reasons, so they can see it. And it's worked. 3 fish on the bank today. Oosh. I hope you can hear me. There's a helicopter. They're doing the training for the fire season here in Cyprus. You might see it in a second. They fly in with a bucket, basically dangling from a rope, and pick up the water out of the dam with it. And then they fly it to, you know, wherever the fire is. I don't know why I'm laughing. That wasn't the best cast I've ever done. Yes, fish on! Oh, he's come off! Ah, first cast in the new spot. He was a little bit bigger as well. I mean, everybody says that, don't they? I can say that. He was definitely a little bit bigger, that one. Here we go again, but oh, he's a little bit bigger. Oh, hey, he is a little bit bigger. That's an actual fish. Now, as the sun's going down, I wouldn't say that was a big fish by any stretch. However, that is for... Oh, it's gone back in. Biggest one of the day. Yes!
Well, at the end of an incredible session, we all came together at the top of the dam. It turned out we'd had about 15 fish between us by the end of the day. Jimmy shared some stories about the one that got away, and I got to show off my new toy. The only problem with having such a great day is that I forgot to actually film an outro because I was so excited. So here it is. All there is to say is thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love sharing my adventures. So just keep your eyes peeled for the next one. See you there.